Hello, 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 and welcome back to Jesus and Everything. In the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, verse 43 through 45, you will find these words. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be children of your Father in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. I don't necessarily like that text. That text is telling me to do some things that, quite honestly, sometimes I feel like I don't want to do. That text is telling me to pray for those who persecute me and to love my enemies. I don't like it, but Jesus tells me to do it anyway, and so I desperately want to learn how to live into this text. Well, it just so happened that this week we got a case study that teaches us exactly how to live within this text. This case study came by way of none other than Tabitha Brown, this very influential social media personality and actress who revolutionized the internet, went viral this week in her epic way of praying for Wendy Williams. In this particular episode, I am going to do a content analysis where I break down that particular viral video and really see what does Tabitha Brown say and how does it give us 6 essential ways to live within this Matthew passage to know how to love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. So please like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. How do you actually love your enemies? How do you pray for those? Because this particular 6 steps is what I actually needed to know how to navigate this life, considering some of the people that I have to encounter. So let me provide a little context. Essentially, Tabitha Brown's husband is retiring after working in the police department for 15 years. He's retiring because Tabitha has been able to take care of the finances of the family and really be able to support the family in such a way to where he no longer has to risk his life every day to be a police officer. She's like, babe, you don't have to do this anymore. Wendy Williams thought it was necessary to go on her show and kind of give Tabitha some unsolicited advice. That advice being, no. When they want to do this, girl, they're really trying to set you up and it's a setup for failure. Look at my own life. Now, I respect Wendy Williams because her story is her story. However, this was a very classic case of don't come for me if I didn't sin for you. Because Tabitha Brown quickly gathers her together and does this epic viral video where she really talks through the decision that she made, why she made for that decision, and how, quite honestly, the only thing we need to do for Wendy Williams is pray for her. Let's look and see exactly what Tabitha Brown had to say.
Hello there. Y'all all right? Very good, honey. I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going off, like praising people. It was like, girl, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip. And I said, oh, my God, the pain this woman must be in. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way. And I'm so sorry.
Let's pause it there. Let's pause it there. Because here Tabitha offers us our first step. The first step in really being able to pray for those who persecute you and really being able to live within this Matthew text is to understand exactly where the person is coming from that's actually giving you whatever chaos they're bringing into your life. We all know about Wendy Williams' story. I think it was actually this year. She gave us a biopic, and the biopic was followed by a documentary that talked about the biopic, where we really saw Wendy go through some very chaotic and traumatic experiences. And those experiences, quite honestly and understandably, left a very indelible mark on Wendy Williams' life and filters how she understands the world. However, and comma. That does not mean that Wendy Williams has to project her life onto someone else. Nevertheless, that projection and that brokenness that Wendy Williams is finding, Tabitha immediately is able to create some level of sympathy for, which gives us our very first step. Develop, understand where they're coming from, because quite honestly, oftentimes those that's giving you BS is coming from a place of pain. It's coming from a place of brokenness within themselves. It's coming from a place of their own hurt. Pause, take a moment to assess and realize, baby, the problem is them. It ain't even you. And once you realize that the problem is them, it ain't you, let's do the second thing that Tabitha Brown does in this video, where she then remembers who she actually is. Let's check it out.
Hello there. Y'all all right? Very good, honey. I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going off, like praising people. It's like, girl, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip. And I said, oh, my God, the pain this woman must be in. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way. And I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together, right? My husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago to help support my dream. And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place.
Let's pause it again. So, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of struggle love. Struggle love has oftentimes been exploited as a way to keep people in relationship when it's nothing but exploitation, problems, chaos, and struggle. Nevertheless, that's not what Tabitha is talking about here. Tabitha is talking about how she entered into an agreement and a partnership with her man. And that agreement was grounded in trust. That agreement was grounded in genuine honesty. That agreement was grounded in mutual support and care and concern about each other's well-being, growth, development. That is a beautiful thing. And what Tabitha had to remind herself is, despite all this BS that Wendy is saying, I know who I am, boo. I know who I am. I know who I am with my husband. We good. We good over here. That's the second thing you got to do. When BS and folks start coming at you any kind of way, remember who you are. Remember that they're speaking from pain. And baby, you're speaking from a place of victory already. You're the one that's good. You're the one that they're talking about. Tabitha Brown shows us that the second thing we have to do is remember who we are. Let's look and see what's the third thing she teaches us to do.
First in your marriage, okay? And that is how it remains successful. We keep him first. He is first in our marriage. Not money, not business, not success, but God. He's first, okay? So this is my prayer for you.
Let's pause once again. She clearly shows us that the third thing to do is always the first thing to do, and the last thing to do, and the ever-present thing that we should always be doing is keeping God first. Not allowing the distractions of Wendy Williams within our lives, not allowing the jealousy, because let's just be honest, sometimes we are the Wendy Williams. Sometimes we are the ones that's out here bad-mouthing the Tabitha Browns that we see within our lives. Let's just be honest with ourselves. And what Tabitha Brown is showing us is that all of us, whether we're sometimes Wendy Williams or Tabitha Brown, needs to keep God first in our lives. The scripture says, seek first God's kingdom and God's righteousness. Tabitha Brown shows us that the third thing we need to do really needs to be the first thing that we're always doing, and that's keep God first. Let's see the fourth lesson Tabitha Brown teaches us so that we can better live within this Matthew text.
So this is my prayer for you. I pray that love finds you, true love. I pray it finds you and it holds you tight. I pray that someone will love you enough to see you to see you when you are not well, to see you when you need true support, to see you when you need compassion, to see you when you need kindness. I pray that somebody loves you enough to sacrifice their life for you. I pray that type of love finds you so that you can understand.
Let's pause there. She prays for Wendy. Because look, once you understand that the issue is truly them, once you remember who you are, and when you've always been keeping God first, you gain so much sympathy for the BS and the person that's coming at you to where you just pray for them. And you know exactly what to pray for, that love finds them. The fourth thing to do is to pray for them. That's what makes the prayer easy. Because baby, I know that the problem is yours. I know that I'm already living victoriously, and God is first in my life. So the next thing that I know to do is to pray for you. Let's learn what's the fifth thing Tabitha Brown teaches us.
Or a steady job takes away time for creativity, takes away time that you want to pour into your real, true purpose. And if God blesses someone to be able to pull out of that 9 to 5 and pour everything into their purpose, their passion, ooh, my goodness, why would we dishonor God if he blesses us with the ability and the way to be able to do so? Ooh, honey, I'm excited about that. Ooh, I pray that somebody finds you, love finds you, that excites you the way I am excited about my husband being able to grow his business, being able to pour into children, continue to coach these kids, do other things he's dreamt about. Ooh, honey, I pray this type of excitement and love finds you.
The fifth thing to do is, baby, to find some joy. Is to be reminded of joy. You can see the joy and the excitement oozing out of Tabitha Brown. You can see the joy and excitement oozing out of Tabitha Brown. Like, she is literally filled with joy, full of joy at the thought that her husband doesn't have to struggle anymore, doesn't have to sacrifice his life anymore. And quite honestly, if I want to be real, I want that type of life too. I don't want a 9 to 5 no more. I too also want to manifest and live within my God-given purpose to where I no longer have to be a slave to clocking in and out on somebody's job. I want to live that full, free life too. And here, Tabitha Brown is showing us that that is exactly where her husband is, and it brings her joy to where she doesn't have time to be stressed. She doesn't have time to be caring, concerned, and really frustrated about what Wendy got to say, because she knows that the joy of the Lord is her strength. The excitement of God has found her, and baby, she is once again living victoriously. Oh my God, I can literally shout and dance on what Tabitha Brown is showing us here, because she is giving us a master class, y'all, for free on how to have joy, particularly when folks got all kind of BS running out of their mouths that's being spoken about you. Let's see the last thing Tabitha Brown teaches us to help us live within this Matthew text.
Okay, and have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's hand. God bless you.
Mind your business. Mind your business. That is the 6th lesson. That's all the lessons we need. We just need to remember that, baby, is their pain. Remember who you are. Remember to keep God first. Remember to find joy and excitement. And baby, also remember that, you know what? I'm giving it to God. I have my joy, and I'm going to just keep minding my business. The peace of God be with you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I wasn't here with you long because this wasn't even that long of a topic. But I just hope you remember that there are 6 ways that we can learn how to live within that Matthew chapter 5 text that teaches us and prepares us and commands us to love our enemies as we love ourselves. God bless you.